Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to tie a fly that I've been having a lot of fun with lately. This is a popper fly. This is a pink popper. It's fairly similar to a fly I did some time ago that was just basically pink, but with some cone heads and stuff like that. So it's a fairly easy fly, but this is something that is important to. Well, I've been having a lot of fun, and the color pink here really is one of my greatest colors. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some bucktail, and I can see this is fairly. Use some. I think I can just have another one here in my stash. Luckily I did. I'm gonna take this new one. That's the beauty of having your own shop. You have the materials at hand, very ready. That's pretty cool. So basically I'm gonna take some bucktail here, take a fairly large bundle, like so, and this is gonna be a major part of the fly. So as you can see, I've made a fairly large amount of tying thread here, simply to ensure that my bucktail stays in place, because well, basically it's very important for the rest of the fly that this is here. Like so. I'll tie this down. Use some tying thread to ensure it's gonna stay there. But if you really want, you can apply a bit of super glue here, and that makes sure that everything stays nice and tidy, like that. So. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna turn it backwards, like that. So I'm gonna force it backwards, like so. And then I'm gonna tie in front of it, not on top of it, but just in front of it. So I'm gonna force it back, but I'm not gonna force it completely down, like so. See, some of my super glue had not completely dried. Oh well, that's okay. That's gonna be okay anyway. I was a bit fast there, but you know. So, and basically, this is gonna be kind of like a very large part of this fly. So. Next up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some silver flash, and because you want your poppers not to be, you want your poppers to be, it's okay that they're big, but you do not want them to be too long, because if they're too long, the percentage of pike that actually strike these without getting hooked is fairly large. So I'm gonna make this a shorter fly than what I ordinarily do, but still it's gonna be a decent size. So I'm take some flash here, some silver flash, Flashable Magnum, and I've turned it over once. Just gonna cut it here, like so. Pink and silver is a good color combo, very good color combination for me, especially in pike waters that has not been fished too hard, because in my experience, pike waters that has been fished a lot, the fish tends to be more wary than in waters where that is relatively unfished. And in relatively unfished waters, you can get away with a lot more insane colors than you can in let's say waters that's not been fished as much. So I'm gonna take this and just pull this backwards as well. Also tie down on top of the flash here again, like so. And as you can see, it still has this corona effect, but the effect is being a bit less now because of all the materials. And well, basically that's what you're going for. You want the corona effect to be there, but you want it not to be too insane, like that. And then I'm gonna take some to add some contrast, you can either, I like to use these saddle feathers a lot. These saddle feathers are pretty cool, and they look awesome, and they're very, very strong and durable. The pikes don't eat them, they don't get bitten off, and they look absolutely astounding in the water. But they're expensive, they're a bit hard to come by and stuff like that. So if you want something that resembles that but is a bit cheaper and easier to get, then buy some of this. This is the Hedron Grizzly Flashaboo Magnum, and that is truly cool material. It's as completely as the silver flash, only it has these striations, and it's not flash in the sense that it really reflects a lot of light like the silver does, but it's made of similar material, so it is plastic like. It just not have the do not have the shine. It just looks awesome. So as before, I'm gonna tie this down so it points backwards like this, and has the same length as the other stuff. Again, I'm gonna tie this down doubly, like so. And you could wait with all this to do it at once, but with a popper, it's important that you have something before the actual popper head. Now, what you could do, and what I would like to do is simply to take a bit more, one more material, and then a marabou hackle. The hackle is to make the transition to the popper head as easy as possible. So you take this, and this is some neon fiber from Hedron as well, and that is a truly amazing material. This reflects light in an insane amount. It looks completely manic under the UV light, and it's not because it's UV, because it's not. It's fluorescent, which is something different, and UV is. There's a lot of misunderstanding going around about what UV is and how it works. And if you can see it with your eyes, even under the UV glowing light, it's not UV. It's fluorescence. It's fluorescent because UV is per definition something that your eyes are not able to see. So if people are telling you that, oh, this is UV stuff and it's great and it really works and you should pay double for something that is basically just the same stuff as other, just because they have mixed it up or dipped it in some kind of magical solution, and you will catch more fish with this, I think they are basically just after your money, because if it is invisible, you cannot see it, because basically you cannot see. Your eyes are not made to see UV light. It costs the double, and it should somehow magically work to attract more fish. Then I think it sounds a bit too good to be true. But the fluorescent stuff, which has been around for ages, has a proven effect. And I really believe in that stuff. But the price of the fluorescence is the same as it has always been, and the same as every other material. So it's not something magical that someone has dipped into a pot of some secret ingredient that only they know exactly how to do. And that stuff simply sounds too suspicious to me. I don't like that. And well, basically I don't have those stuff in my shop simply because I think to pay twice as much for a bucktail just because it has been submerged into something mysterious, I don't buy that. Simple as that. What you can do now is simply I needed a marabou hackle, of course. And I simply use this marabou hackle simply to make the transition between this and the popper head better. I'm gonna use a bit of super glue here. Well, I'm gonna use a lot of super glue here. That's nice and easy, and then your stuff is in the right place, the right time. So like that. I'm gonna take my marabou hackle here. I'm gonna tie this down like so, and then I'm gonna turn this. These marabou feathers are also relatively, they are pretty durable compared to what I would have expected of these the first time I used them. But they are surprisingly durable, and these will not fall off or be eaten as fast as one would imagine. They are pretty nice, like so, and they make a very nice transition up towards the head here. So this is basically a very large head. This is a rainy popper head. There is a lot of different types of these on the market, but this is fairly new to my shop, and they are truly great because they are the biggest popper heads you can get your hands on. And when I tie poppers, I do it exclusively on tubes for now, because if you use the tube, you can get your hook further back into the wing, away from the popper head, and that gives you an enormous advantage when it comes to hooking properties. When you want to use these heads, you need to have something to make the hole in them bigger. I use my big scissor here, so if you have anything, a screwdriver, anything of that sort, simply just take this and muck it down into the head here to expand the hole. I'm not gonna say that. Not a. Oh no, that sounded. Never mind that. Good. So now you can see I have made the hole in the end of my popper head here bigger, and now it will fit easily over there. And basically what you have now is you have your popper finished, and if you like, you can simply not add glue to this, because it will stick there, of course. Now you need to stick some eyes on and stuff like that, but basically if you take the popper heads as this is, and you bring some cone heads, you can easily switch your popper to a cone-headed fly if you like that better. So you can use this as an ordinary fly, or you can add the cone head here. Of course, the cone, that's not gonna work as good. No, you need to have in order to do this. You cannot have it with the cone head. Sorry, you can simply just add this here, and then you have the done popper. What you can do is of course you can pull some legs through. You can attach an eye. I'm gonna do that. Attach an eye and add some legs to this fly. Boom, 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 boom. So I want one of these eyes. So what I do is I take my super glue here. I look, where should it be? I put a bit of super glue on there, like so, and then I take an eye. Don't take a too big of an eye, because that will be a pain in the ass to actually get stuck. And preferably, if you do not want your fingers to stick there, use like that. So I have the eye there, and then I'm gonna look for grab some rubber legs. Basically, any rubber legs would do by now. I just want something. I have a special tool for this. This is a leg puller. It's insane that you can actually get something like that. I have them in the shop as well, though. They're pretty neat. You simply just heat it up, and then you push it all the way through the head here, and then you can take your rubber legs. I'm gonna try with this silver and pink one, but these are some flat ones that I'm not sure is strong enough, is durable enough to actually be pulled through this head, especially if it's still hot. It is not that much. What you need, what you want to do otherwise is you want to have the. Oh, this actually worked pretty well. Otherwise, you want to have the rounded rubber legs, because the round rubber legs are the most durable ones. But otherwise, there you have it. A nice pink popper. And the stuff that actually... Oh, we could easily rectify that. I saw that I had forgotten to make a whip finish. I'm just gonna do that now. Like so. And because all of this is going to be safely tucked away inside the popper head, you don't need to apply the super glue, but you can. And if you don't apply the super glue, as I said, you cannot attach the cone head here, but you can simply just remove the popper head and fish it as a fly that's not intended to be a popper. What I meant about the fishing with the cone head is, if you have a fly like this, for instance, you can actually take a popper head. If you take, this popper head, for instance, let's say I wanted this one, and I can take a piece of tubing here, and what I can do with this, I can heat up one end here, so it has this bulge. Like that. And then I can prepare some of these popper heads, so they are ready. They're ready like this, with the eye and the legs, and I can simply just have some of these lying in my box, because then I can simply add these to any fly I choose. If it's not weighted too much, then I can simply add, a popper head and turn any fly I wish into a popper. Not just a popper. I could turn it into an articulated popper. So if you have some of these, simply make a bundle of popper heads like this in the colors you like, and then simply just attach the tubing here, and then you have the ability to turn any fly. Even weighted flies will probably float with this big badass foam thing in front of them, but of course the less weighted flies will be better. And then you can basically turn any fly you wish into a popper, or you can just do it like this, and you're ready to go. Rock and roll. Another thing that's great with these poppers is that I'm doing more and more is, as you can see, it really has a lot of stuff going on here, even without the big fly fiber that I've not used in this one. That's probably one of the first pike flies I've ever done that's not with big fly fiber. But I want to show you this. This is the rig that I use for my poppers and for all my other flies. It's a hook with a rattle on there, and then out here I have this connection to something that can be attached with a wriggle tail, and even these poppers looks just absolutely astounding with the wriggle tail. I love the wriggle tails. They are truly awesome. Thank you very much, Fly Dressing, for introducing those. Thank you very much, Niklas Bauer, because they are something. They are pretty awesome. Oh well. Thank you for tuning in. Those were the words today, and of course, remember to subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Signing out. Bye.